Hi there, I'm Luma and welcome to my channel. I'm filming today here on April 24th, 2025. I'm outside. You can probably hear the ocean wind coming in, and behind me here is a gorgeous estuary here at the Comox Valley. So, another energy update here for you. Crows chiming in, eagles chiming in, lots of incredible bird life here in this estuary. Okay, so my previous video I talked about interdimensional mist. You can check that out. I'll put a link below for that one if you haven't watched that one yet. So this like mist that's coming in and then softening us on different levels of our being in our multidimensional anatomy. So I want to talk a little bit about that today. And I want to talk about our memory field, an aspect of memory which I'm calling our personal memory foam. You know, like memory foam, you know, like pillows or cushions or mattresses where it like remembers the imprint of your body, right? So we have a layer in our multidimensional anatomy that has been working kind of like memory foam, receiving impressions. So this is part of our multidimensional anatomy. It's kind of like a plasma gel-like substance, so it receives impressions, vibrations, and frequencies, and which are supposed to be temporary, right? They just kind of come in, we feel them, and then we release them, and that medium of that memory foam remains pliable. When I look at it with my inner vision, it kind of looks like sponge toffee, but it's very pliable, it's very flexible, it's very alive and breathing, right? It has a lot of flexibility to it, so it can take in imprints, information, and it can release it, okay? But what's happened is it got compacted, it got compressed, right? So everything that we've experienced just in this lifetime alone is like compressed, compacted, you know? It's like the memory foam that's like, it's become hardened, okay? So let's go back to interdimensional mist coming in. It's like moisturizing, softening, rehydrating this gorgeous spongy memory foam, right? And it's hydrating. So what? It starts opening up, and then what's releasing? Memory files, yeah, impressions, imprints, yeah, that may have a strong emotional tone to them, yeah, that may have like a release of pockets of energy that have just been compressed in there, and you know, softening them up. That sponge opens up, gets released, and suddenly you're feeling, you don't even know what it is you're feeling, and it doesn't seem to be perhaps even related to what's happening in your life right now. It's hard to make sense of. It can be very volatile as these things pop up, and we can really notice it in our relationships, right, with other people, because it's happening for them, it's happening for us. It can be very confusing, right? Very difficult, very challenging, okay? And there's also deep levels of collective memory that are opening up, okay? So there's like, you know, we have our multidimensional anatomy. It corresponds directly to the multidimensional anatomy of the planet. Yep, we actually are part of the ecosystem here, believe it or not, and we're remembering what our natural place is in the natural order of this gorgeous ecosystem, which is in a period of change and transition, so that's all shifting up as well. So deep memory coming up, other timelines, other lifetimes, this lifetime, my God, we've got enough memory imprints stored in there as it is. You know, it's kind of, again, this memory foam is just like to receive temporary impressions, not to store them for your whole life or lifetimes, yeah? So that's what's happening. Those memories are getting released and moving through your system. So allow them to move through. Take some more breaths in. Just breathe in, again, some of that imagining gorgeous interdimensional vapor mist that's coming in. It's softening up these tissues in your multidimensional anatomy. This may relate or correspond to the physical level with tissues like the fascia, right, where we've held tensions or we've held, you know, holding patterns when you work at the physical level, right? How those impressions in those plasma memory foam levels translate through your physical levels. So you may be experiencing different physical sensations coming through. It could be stiffness, it could be pain, and you know, you might run off to the chiropractor or whatever practitioner that you run to have support, you know, as your body is releasing some of those patterns, those calcified, hardened imprints, yeah, memories of where we stored pain. My God, we've just been storehouses for pain, hurt, discomfort, the whole gamut, right? And so a lot of this is releasing. It's a very active time. Okay, so the other thing, I've been feeling this myself, is gosh, like exhausted, levels of deep exhaustion, waves of fatigue. Be heading out for a walk, and all of a sudden all the power's completely gone out of my body, and I gotta go back home and lie down, you know. Really not feeling excited about starting new things at the moment, even though here we are in the gorgeousness of spring here, where everything's bursting and blooming and growing and everything new. And it's like, whoa, this like exhaustion of dealing with this backlog of memory that's like moving out and of the system. Yeah, so keep it moving, keep it flowing, keep breathing with it, right? Yeah, it's moving really, really, really fast, so fast. So again, these waves of exhaustion, fatigue, you know, slow it down. Only do what you need to do. Yeah. So I want to talk about something else, which is time waves. Time waves, okay? And the wave patterns, pulses, and rhythms at which we have lived life here on Earth for a lot of cycles of time. You know, and I talk about the historical era, which has a very industrial age kind of rhythm to it, okay? So time waves. So this wave that we're coming out of is very jagged, it's very sharp, it's like zigzag, 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 right? It's like, and then you crash and burn out, right? So life's been going at that pace. It's like there's like no time to slow down, there's no time to breathe, no time to pause, right? Our whole biological cycles have been condensed, compacted, our lifespans greatly shortened. You know, we all have memory of being able to live at least 500 years, right? There's memories, right, of these vessels being able to sustain, maintain, regenerate for hundreds of years. Yeah, we have the memory. Like, why are we aging so quickly? It's like poof, we're like fruit flies, and we're here and we're gone, right? The reproduction cycle, you know, drastically shortened. Yeah, the hormone waves like compressed. It's like you know, it's hard on our bodies. It causes a lot of illness, health, disease, imbalance, right? That's what we've been in. It's like crazy. Really, really fast. Really jagged time wave. Okay. But there's another time wave that we've also had contact with, which is it's moving, but it has a more of a rounded curve, right? That would be the time wave of the movement of the soul. Okay, so we got this jagged wave up here, surface life, and then we've got, you know, correspondingly this more fluid, more smooth wave of the soul, like the experiences of the soul, right? And so sometimes there's these jagged wave on the top, the soul comes up, brings some of that jaggedness down, smooths it out. You get some soul insight, some understanding, some peace, some harmony. My goodness, you start to wake up to things, right? And then you come back into the jagged wave and bring some of that right down. So it's like we're gradually bringing this wave into this wave through sympathetic resonance, right? So when this wave, your soul wave, that smooth one, becomes more steady, more attention that you bring to this wave, the more that this one comes into sympathetic resonance with this one, right? And then they hopefully eventually maybe start to merge, right? Okay, so then life moves at a very different rhythm, pulse, very different rate of life. Yeah. It's that wave that we tune with when we are in nature. We hear the birdsong, the wind, the waves, with the trees. The trees are in that wave all the time. That's why it feels so good, right? The sound of wind, waves, crickets, birdsong, why it's so soothing to our nervous system, because that's where we want to live. We want to live here, right? In that nice, slower, smoother wave of life, okay? So we're, through sympathetic resonance, we're kind of canceling out that wave as it drops in, and we're in this wave, okay? And I want to speak about interesting, we got some like chainsaws in the far background. I don't know if you can hear it or not. There's the jagged wave still there. Got the smooth wave, right? And then there's a deeper wave. So I would call that like a deep, deep memory, those deeper cosmic universal waves. The zavuya, that's spoken about in some traditions. Surfing the zavuya, those deeper cosmic waves, right? Those deeper cosmic currents. So you got your soul wave, when you're tuned to that, then sometimes you're going to catch this like deeper wave, right? That deeper cosmic wave that comes up and just, whoa, you get that sense of your deeper eternal nature and everything's just perfect, yeah? Right, and so that gives refreshes that soul wave when that deeper wave comes up and these waves meet. Oh yeah, you can continue on, right? So when you're up here in the jaggedy wave, you cannot have any sense of this deeper cosmic wave of time, right? It's not even time; it's timelessness. Yeah, the wave of timelessness. Yeah, and it kind of surfaces. I talk a lot about humpback whales. They're starting to come up pretty soon to migrate through our waters here. And it's like, a humpback whale surfacing, right? It's like, oh my God, it comes up and then it goes back down again, right? That's like those deeper cosmic universal waves. So what's the gloriousness of being alive right now is that we can, these deeper waves are more palpable. Yeah, we've synchronized our lives with more of the rhythm and movement of our soul. We're going to feel those deeper waves. It's like, oh my gosh, something so amazing is coming, right? What do I have to do? Relax, pretty much, relax tension, okay? Relax tension. So I always like to give you some quick little tools that you can apply. My little mantra right now is relax tensions, okay? Not just physical tensions, mental tensions, emotional tensions, psychic tensions. Yeah, when you've got mental tension, like you're kind of forward thinking about things. You can see people when they're walking. It could be a beautiful, calm day, but all this tension's in their minds, right? You can feel it. You can feel mental tension, and what makes more tension is trying to figure out all the things, right? And just apply your command. Command your own energy field. Go, hey, relax tension. What was I thinking about? Does it even matter? Is it really important? Is it a life or death thing? Life or death? To think about all these things? Relax tension in the mind. All right. Emotional tension comes up through your gut. That kind of nauseous, wobbly feeling can come up into the chest, right? Relax tension. Right. Just relax that tension and let your emotional energy, what is it? Life force energy, just let it ride on that soul wave. There you go. That's its natural place. Yep. When you let the mind relax, you can open up into this expansiveness of higher mind. There are so many layers of life and phenomena that are calling to us for our attention. Yeah. That jagged wave, it's like a canceling frequency. It cancels out all of this gorgeousness, right? Right? So just remember, relax tension. Right? Maybe you notice it first at the physical level. Shoulders are up or holding patterns. Oof. Few deep breaths, right? again, it's like the fascia and the memory foam. It's like, oh my gosh, this thing's still happening, or it might happen again. It's like everything's happening now. Like, all these imprints held. Yeah, relax the tension. Let that memory foam recondition, decondition, just become soft and pliable, and let some of these gorgeous waves of life and energy move through us a little more freely here. Yeah. Rest when you can. Rest when you can. So much going on. Difficult to describe or share with people who are in this very frantic, panic, anxiety, fearful wave of life. Yeah, we know it very well because we've all lived there, and we touch it a lot of times throughout our days. Yeah, so a lot of compassion there for yourself, observing what other people are going through. All right. So I think that's about all I want to share for today. I'll be back again really soon. I really appreciate all of your comments so much. And again, I do read all of them. I don't have time to respond to every single one. Please read through the comments. People are sharing really beautiful insights in a very real and authentic and vulnerable way about what they're going through in their lives. And thank you for sharing that and for that to be witnessed. Yeah, the sense that there's many groups of us that are going through life in a very different way right now. Okay, we're traveling well together, finding new ways of being, and that can mean a lot of alone time, a lot of solitude, a lot of retreating from a lot of activities out there, right? So maybe you're at home watching YouTube videos on your own a lot. Thank you again so much for your time and for watching. Please do like, do subscribe if you can. Please do share with friends who might receive benefit from these types of insights that I share here. Also, I do one-on-one work. And again, I'll be popping up on some other platforms as I settle into my new home, and I'm more available for other things online again. So take good care. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.